your outstanding Managing Director, Mr. Rashid Gazzali, who just treated me to one of the most original introductions I've ever heard. And believe me, I hear a lot of introductions, so well done, Rashid.
My dear friends, when I was told to share some remarks, opening remarks on this Edu Summit, which we organized today, I was literally confused because sitting in front of such a legendary personality and sharing few words that too about the Edu Summit, which is not that easy job. So I was pondering on it, what to talk and how I will keep justice to it in front of such a personality. So then finally, last few nights I was actually disturbed. What will be the best thing which you share about the context and the philosophy which we believing in? Because normally we never organize a program for the sake of a program. Every time we organize the program, we will have a philosophy behind, or we will have an idea behind. So the why we are organizing this program, then finally I got a conclusion. What else will be better than this? Sharing the incredible qualities which our beloved guest of the day, Dr. Shashi Tharoor ji is having. That will be the best thing which we can keep as a takeaway for this program. Then I have summarized it as 7 important qualities. More of the qualities which we used to discuss, and we usually discuss in the campus, and we keep it as our motto and value of this campus. But when we discuss about this personality, the guest of the day, I feel these 7 qualities would be the takeaway for this program, because I learned and I observed and I admired the qualities which I have seen personally by listening, observing and a kind of imitating the way he is seeing the society in such kind of an admirable manner. I felt like some of the qualities which everybody can really focus on. The first thing which I felt, be thoughtful. He is always man of thoughts. His thoughts, insights, ideas, wonderful words, which is creating larger impact in every person he met. And every interactive events he used to travel and participate. What I feel, that kind of a thoughtfulness would definitely create larger impact in the society. We all are aware, thoughts will generate actions or transform to action. Actions will definitely, together thoughts and actions will create transformation in the society. In that way, the thoughtfulness of Dr. Shashi Tharoor ji, that will be the one of the noblest quality as an aspirant youth or a learner which we can admire. The second quality which I feel, it's nothing else, being happiest always. Have you ever seen his face dull, down, or a kind of a moody when he is interacting with the public, when he is going for a program, when he is attending a media for an interview? I never seen. Because that kind of an happiest face, spreading happiness wherever he go, and meeting the people with that kind of an happiness face, it is something really great. It's not that easy. We used to say in a famous quote, life will laugh at you when you are unhappy. Life will smile at you when you are happy. Life will salute you when you make others happy. In that sense, every day, the life will be giving a grand salute to Tharoor ji, because he is spreading this happiness everywhere with his happy face, spreading this value of happiness everywhere. We can proudly share this because we are sitting in a campus where happiness is the best practice. We have established Happiness Center in the year 2018, which was first of its kind in the whole country, and Higher Education Institute is establishing this kind of an happiness center with multiple initiatives: Happiness Index, Happiness Center, Happiness Garden, Hapital, and Happiness Lunch, and many more. And yet another celebrated event he is going to release and launch today, that is Happiness Festival, which we are going to celebrate this year. So that kind of an happiness mission which we already have taken, so creating that kind of an happy face and happiness mission, it's not really a simple thing. That's the second thing which we can learn from him. And thirdly, what I feel more admiring, that is his activeness. No matter what age it is, no matter what assignment he is owning, no matter how the life and mission is challenging, he is always active. And I was going through the itinerary when they shared the last 3 days, and I was feeling like he was traveling from one place to other, meeting different communities and interacting with thousands of people and impacting larger organizations and the people. It's not really a simple thing keeping this kind of an engaging mind flying across the globe, impacting the minds and human minds in a larger perspective. That's the best quality which we always can see, because nowadays even the new generation is not really active. We are taking too much time for leisure and too much time for relaxation. But he, in this age, and he is spreading that kind of a message, being active all the time and spreading the value of activeness everywhere. And the fourth one, which I feel most importantly, when we as examine or assume or observe the life of Shashi Tharoor ji, what I feel, it's kind of an optimism he spread everywhere. I have watched almost hundreds of his speeches, interactions, interviews. I never see a kind of a negative statement or a hopeless statement which he put forth in any of the interview. Instead, he always share the positive statements, hopeful statements. As we always believe, a leader is always a dealer of hope. He is spreading that ray of hope and optimism everywhere. That's the another quality which I have personally felt, which can everybody can keenly focus and try to practice in our life. The next one which I feel, it is outstanding nature. If he is in Oxford, he is outstanding scholar there. If he is in British Parliament, he is an outstanding orator there. If he is writing a book, he is creating an outstanding literary work there. While visiting our library, we were seeing his books, more than 25 books, which has been published already, and n number of articles that shows wherever he go and whatever he does, he is showing that kind of an outstanding nature. My dear friends, that's a great message for us, an inspiration for us. Wherever you are leading in any of the domain which God has blessed us, try to become that kind of an outstanding nature. Try to nurture that kind of an extraordinary nature always in our mind. You would have seen that while serving the United Nations in different portfolios. Have you ever imagined, I don't know how many of you are aware of it, he has contested to be the Secretary General of UN. So it's not that easy, which can be dreamt by any of other Indian in the future course, I don't know. Because he has created that kind of a tremendous impact in the large minds of the greater country and the whole world across. And finally, the second last thing which I feel, with the happiness phase, with the activeness, with the thoughtfulness, and with the resourcefulness, because I don't want to explain the resourcefulness of Dr. Tharoor ji, because whether it may be technology, whether it may be language, whether it may be international affairs, whether it may be politics, whether it may be literature, whether it may be sports, anything, he is well versed with that. And he is a master or an expert in those fields. So keep that kind of resourcefulness, will generate larger followers. While I was sharing the flyer with my friends across the nation, I never received such kind of overwhelming responses from every well-wishers and the friends across the nation. They all were literally stating a message, wow, you got a wonderful opportunity to interact such kind of a legendary personality. So being resourceful and keeping that kind of optimistic mentality and stating that kind of an outstanding nature in every activity he does. Finally, the last but not least, what I feel, Tharoor ji is creating larger impact in every minds like us, that is creating a result-oriented approach. Result-oriented approach in the sense, he is always creating results. You fail, you win, doesn't matter. But through the process, you create result. That's what they're actually indicating the success of an individual. Wherever he goes and whatever he does, he is creating that kind of a signature by impactful result-oriented approach in the society. And we can proudly say, Nilgiri College is also stepping towards, as the chairman rightly mentioned, we are also trying all our steps by creating a result-oriented approach. Otherwise, were you able to imagine or were you able to visualize our college will be scaling these heights in such a short span of time, which happened only because of the sincere efforts or the team effort which we all were dedicating ourselves to create this larger impact. That's the result which we created through NAC by A++. That's the result 30 of our students have created with the university ranks. That results many of your colleagues have taken through the placements they gained in Infosys, Wipro, TCS and HCL and many more international placements and so on. So these kind of achievements would definitely be giving an idea to create this kind of a result-oriented approach. While concluding my remarks, I would like to remind my dear friends and colleagues, especially to think about all these finest and noblest qualities. While thinking and reminding all these things, why can't we think the name of Tharoor ji itself? Because that will give you every time a retaining spirit to remind and rewind yourself with these 7 noble qualities: thoughtfulness, happiest, activeness, and optimistic, and outstanding, finally result oriented. For me, what Tharoor is, even if you take the first alphabets of all these 7 qualities, you can easily feel there Dr. Tharoor ji there: thoughtfulness, and S for happiness, happiest, and activeness, and O for optimism, then O for outstanding, then finally R for result oriented. So what I feel, these are the 7 qualities which we can learn. This is the reason why we tried and pressured and create that kind of a pressure, even to the chairman, to get the eminent presence of beloved Shashi Tharoor ji in the campus. And finally concluding, I request my dear students to make this use of this 1 hour of interaction with your Q&A, queries, discussions, deliberations. I'm pretty sure this will be a day which you will remember forever. And I assume you are interacting with the future president of the nation, where we will have another Kalamian era when the Tharoor ji is becoming the president of nation. I pray for that. I wish for the same. Thanking you very much, and I wish all the very best for you for this wonderful day. Thank you very much.